looking at some local news in South Australia and in a very interesting circumstance for a Liberal Party pre-selection for the next election for the seat of Schubert. The successful candidate will be Ashton Hurn. Now, she is the granddaughter of former Barossa Mayor Brian Hurn, who also played first-class cricket for South Australia and was a bit of a legend in the Barossa for his footballing days, nicknamed Bunga Hurn, and he is also the grandfather of Ashton's brother, who is Shannon Hurn, the captain of the West Coast Eagles, also known as Bunga. Now, Ashton, in her own right, has been a very successful political advisor. She's been the advisor, actually, to the Premier of South Australia, Stephen Marshall. So she's been pre-selected for the seat of Schubert, which takes in the Barossa Valley area, and, of course, being the granddaughter of Brian Bunga Hurn, she certainly knows that area pretty well. And prior to her standing for this seat, there was that report put out by the Electoral Commission in South Australia at one point that had Schubert moving boundary across to the light area, the Gawler component, and at that point Tony Piccolo had said he was going to stand, but then later withdrew his application when the Schubert boundary remained much in the Barossa rather than in the Gawler area. Still, there's going to be some toing and froing in the seat of Schubert, and Ashton Hurn will need to do her best to fill the shoes of Stephan Knoll. At the same time, it will be very interesting to see how the Premier now takes his media advice from his new advisors as Ashton Hurn seeks to be the member for Schubert, put her name up in lights, well, like brothers and like grandfather.